I'm guilty, guys. I like Kool-Aid Jammers, Yahoo, and chocolate milk, but that's the same thing as Yahoo. And yes, I absolutely love soda. Diet Mountain Dew is my favorite. And no, I'm not sponsored by any of them, but I like Kool-Aid Jammers. See, hold on. See, now, let me make this clear right now. There's nothing you guys could say nor do to, well, embarrass me. So, Psychobabble, tell your people to back up a little bit and get off of, well, something that they hate. You see, your people hates things because, well, they've been proven wrong one too many times. So it brings me here to this day, and yes, I love Kool-Aid Jammers and Yahoo, and I proved it. Oh. Green tea too. Anyways, guys, look, I have a good video for you guys today. I don't know where my head's at, but we're going to continue to go on with this video. I don't know what just happened. Oh, Psychobabble. I got something else for you. Give me a second. Look. Here's an Xbox 360. No, I didn't buy it just for, well, you know, to show you that, well, there's a 360 there. I actually collect those things. And yes, I'm a nerd, by the way, too. But I'm actually going to give that to my family member with an Ethernet cable attached and tell them to go crazy on searching the web and see what they can find. And I'm going to show you what you can and can't find on an Xbox 360. Anyways, guys, without further ado, like yourself, love yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like, subscribe to the channel. It's highly appreciated. Without further ado, guys, let's get right into the video.
Not gonna believe it. Some of you might, but I know it to be a fact. Why don't you look at each one of you that's on that panel and tell me who the registered... Y'all are not gonna believe it. Some of you might, but I know it to be a fact.
Why did you rewind that for, Psychobabble? I don't get it. Did you want us to hear that again? Why did you want us to hear that again for? There's no purpose to this whole thing. I think there might be a fight. What are you talking about? What is Will talking about? Anyways, let's continue.
Why don't you look at each one of you that's on that panel and tell me who the registered sex offender is? And I'm going to tell you something else. Don't come up with some bullshit lie, because I can prove you wrong. And I can put you on blast in front of everybody. It's just time to just like move along, because this shit's starting to get blowed out of hand. And when you start, you know, fibbing stories on people and just making shit up as you go to try to slander somebody, and I ain't saying who done it, but I am going to say this. Try to lie your way out of it, and I will show the whole world. So, sex prep.
Okay, look, guys, I have not seen this video. I don't even know what's going on right here. I heard about some things, and that's the reason why I actually wanted to react to this video. So, further on, let me say this much. Anytime you go and you call someone a sex offender, pedophile, whatever it is, those are huge words, and those are, well, words to, well, someone wants to stand their ground. Whether this person's in the right or wrong, it doesn't matter. Those are bad words. So if you're going to accuse somebody of that, you better have an hell of a rap to, well, show receipts. But as you hear when Uncle Will says this stuff, Uncle Will one time says that Psychobabble or anybody else, he never points a finger towards one person. This whole a whole point Psychobabble showed this video, and it is 100% true. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what Will has to say.
Predator. That's right. Registered sex offender with the name, the address, the birth date, the town.
Don't you just love the build-up?
I wonder who that could be. I think it's... Hey, Babble, do you know it's not against the law to post your foreclosure stuff? You can't even pay back a simple $300 check loan, and you got several of them check loans in there. Old ragged ass truck with a bad transmission. Yeah, the whole thing's public listing. Ain't that crazy? Just keep playing with me now, and you're gonna regret it. That's a promise.
Look, can I say, I'm just going to say one more thing here. And I got a lot to say. But anytime that you go and you start posting stuff, we better have receipts of everything, guys. This whole thing has gone way too far, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions. There's bullying going on, and it's kind of uncalled for, and it just needs to stop. I'm just going to say it right now. Before it gets to the point of, well, somebody actually, coming up with something that, can hurt somebody through the internet. Not personally, but through the internet, if that makes sense. Anyways, guys, whenever you go and you start throwing around people's information, personal information, this and that, it gets too much. It goes too far. It's doxing. We should not be doing that to each other. Plain and simple. Anyways, guys, let's continue.
And somebody's been to jail for writing bad checks. God, dog. 4 houses, and you live in a better house than Ghost Ranch. You're pathetic, dude. You are the liar, and I got your ass nailed to the wall. Hey, I requested not to even speak.
So let me ask you something, Psychobabble. Whenever you do a video, do you just go and just start looking at videos and just start piecing them together? Because what does this build up to what you're about to say? You see, some of these things make sense and some of these things do not make sense. And one thing I'm going to tell you that does not make sense is your build up, well, to your video, what you're about to say. Anyways, let's continue.
No more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all hate.
Ain't worth it.
And I feel bad, dude, because I'm the one that got his ass going. I shared his video where he actually started getting some viewers and shit. And it's like, do you realize every time you tell me I'm your YouTube daddy or what? Do you not realize?
He thinks he's everybody's daddy, uncle.
I mean, I think he wants the kids to call him daddy because he sure has a thing for underage children.
And see, Babel, whenever you come into wrongs about, well, the reason why that's said here about underage children is just like the other day whenever you start talking about penis sizes not, mattering, and you put a 16-year-old girl's body type basically telling us what is going on a 360 whenever they get on the internet. A guy likes a girl's body, but the girl was underage that she was referencing to. Which we understand this is all real thing. And you said it was a real thing. So therefore, you're talking about a real thing that happens all the time. So, does that make you wrong? Does that make you right? I'm not the one to judge that, but it sounds, kind of weird in my head. I wouldn't go around and I wouldn't say something about somebody, especially being 16 years old. That's just not my type. And that's what 5 is talking about here as well. He's going on, I think it's 5. Anyways, he's going on and he's talking about, well, what he's heard through the past of you talking about. See, your actions reflects back on, well, what you say, and what you said is, well, your actions. That's all we're talking about. Anyways, glad we cleared that up. Let's continue.
Call him daddy because he sure has a thing for underage children. I mean, I think he wants the kids to call him daddy because he sure has a thing for underage children.
Okay, so are we repeating this because we want people to? Are we trying to make it look like that they are talking bad about you, Psychobabble? Because in this point, I've done explain this whole thing to you. Holy shit! Holy shit! I've done did it. So why do I gotta continue? Just stop. Anyways, we know you have 3 different YouTube channels. And yes, 7 years ago, you finally hit 140,000 views or 400,000 views in 7 years. That is great. We understand that, Psychobabble. And let me tell you one more thing about my voice. My voice? I can talk like this the whole time. It doesn't bother me. Look, Kool-Aid jammer in hand. I hit my mic, who don't understand? I spit in my mic, I talk shit. Because, yeah, you talk about all that. You see this? Kool-Aid Jammer Slam. Anyways, Kazam. I don't know what just happened. Let's continue.
Yeah, that's
So, Uncle Will, is that your intellectual dude that I must be afraid to comment to because he's smart and you're dumb? And the only reason I pick on you is because you're stupid and he's smart, and I won't respond to him because he's smart.
No, what Uncle Will said is the reason why you actually came at him sideways is because, well, you thought he was, well, low IQ. Because he was a tire changer. See, whenever you put stories together and you go and you make assumptions about somebody and you say that they're a tire changer, and then you say that don't have money, he lives in a broken down boat or whatever you said about it. It was either a broken down boat or a building. You see, whenever you put stories together like that, like if you were to write a song lyrically with lyrics, you know, it makes all sense as you put them together, Psychobabble. You see, now you go on to say, well, let's continue to see what he has to say.
Well, let me tell you how smart he is, okay? I've never seen a single one of his videos because he's too goddamn stupid to tag me. He thinks you just make a video and title it and it'll end up in that person's lap somehow. And I got to tell you, whatever Uncle Will calls you, what is it, Eismic or whatever the fuck? Dude, if you want me to see your videos, you're going to have to learn how to do tagging, okay? Because I've yet to see one of your videos. Couldn't even find you. I can't even find you on YouTube. After I heard Will talk about how I'm supposed to be afraid of you, you're so fucking dumb, you don't even know how to YouTube.
Is everybody dumb to you, Psychobabble? Because that's what it's continuing to seem like to me, that you continue just to downgrade everybody that, well, doesn't like you or doesn't watch your channel. All of us watches your channel every single night for the train wreck waiting to happen. Let's continue.
Because if you don't tag me, I'm not going to see it and I ain't going to be able to find you.
I thought you didn't watch. I thought you didn't check your tagged videos. Did that change recently? Because I haven't tagged you one time. And you reacted to my videos because you didn't like, I guess, you know, what I was saying. So you had to seem like you wanted to come towards me, which I don't care. It doesn't bother me because I love Kool-Aid Jammers. Let's continue.
On YouTube. So you've made all that noise apparently, and I've not seen a single goddamn one of your videos. Now I went and checked my recommends for the first time in a long time today to see if I saw you, and you're not there, which means you haven't tagged shit.
I need to go check my recommends too, Psychobabble. So thanks for the advice, I guess.
So I guess your intellectual dude failed right out of the gate, Uncle Will. And to address what we just saw,
Intellectual, can you put that in a sentence for us?
on that video, you tell me what a fair response to that shit is. Because unlike what I said about you being a tire buster, working for a tire company, patching flat tires on trucks when they get a call for a flat tire, and those aren't your trucks, they belong to the company and you're driving them, that's all true.
So you just picked Uncle Will up but put him down in the same sentence. Are you playing like the good guy and bad guy here? Because that's what people that are bosses do, and you're not a boss. Let's continue.
See, that's all true. Everything you said about me is a goddamn lie, and you can't prove any of it. So you tell me what a fair response is.
I do not think we have to prove anything. Your video shows it all. Let's continue.
Secondly, you got people sitting on your podcast. It's just there's something wrong with every single one of you. That's directly where you go. The first time you can't win an argument, it's something to do with children and sex. And it's a little bit disgusting.
We don't see, the thing about it is Uncle Will doesn't talk about children or penis sizes or anything that makes women uncomfortable or even men uncomfortable. And whenever you got women and men uncomfortable, then we're all uncomfortable. Do you get this whole situation? Because I do not believe you do, because damn, I got something to show you in a minute. I'm going to show you guys something in a minute. Just watch the video.
Just a little bit disgusting. So you tell me, Will, what is a fair response? And don't pull this bullshit. Well, I didn't say your name. Anybody with an IQ above a 2 knows exactly who you were aiming that at and who you were talking about or who you thought you were talking about. Goddamn dumbasses downloading the wrong fucking background check from wrong fucking person with the wrong fucking birth date and the wrong fucking ex-wife.
So why do you think Uncle Will was talking about you? Uncle Will never said your name. Never said anybody's name on your panel. Never one time.
How fucking dumb you are. Absolutely stupid. Now, I told you yesterday, and I wasn't kidding when I said it.
See, what you did is you actually seen Uncle Will was a tire buster, I guess what you're saying, and you thought he was, well, low IQ'd like you said. So just because he was a tire buster, you think Uncle Will doesn't make that much money, which, well, come to find out he does make a decent amount of money. And just because okay, let's piece this together real quick, Psychobabble. So you're telling me that the money on the seat was actually the company's money because it was in a bag and it was in vans, correct? So are you telling me that your shop's not in your name because you haven't showed your name on the shop? You see where this goes? Just because you think your word is gold. It's not. I don't know what it is. Anyways, let's continue.
You can take that shit down and apologize because you know goddamn well you can't prove it, and every bit of it was
Oh, God. Here we go, trying to play God again. Let's continue.
a lie, right? Or you can just look at some flyers that, I mean, I'm going to do them very professionally. They're going to look official. And you know what, Uncle Will? I don't care as long as
Not the fires again.
about 3 people you know see them and the rumor starts
Why not make like 5?
that you're a registered sex offender, that's job done. I'm tickled. So
And you just said a name. Uncle Will never said a name about who was a sex offender. You just contradicted your whole channel, in my opinion.
you said that shit to the internet and started the rumors on the internet, right? We just heard a guy repeat the rumor on your podcast, didn't we? Right? That came from you, right? That rumor, right?
You can't even repeat the rumor.
So what's the difference if I start an actual rumor where you live? What's the fucking difference?
Because that's doxing. That's not a rumor.
I think it's a fair response.
That's not a fair response. In your mind, it's a fair response. I'm about to show you why it's a fair response, but let's continue.
Especially when I gave you the opportunity to walk it back. It ain't like I didn't give you the opportunity to walk it back, did I?
To walk what back, Psychobabble?
I said, well, if you walk that back, you know, we can let it go. No. You don't
Did you take your blood pressure medicine this morning? Because you're looking kind of red. Let's continue.
want to walk it back. You're too fucking stupid. You're too stupid to walk it back. And I'll repeat, everything I said about you was true. Everything you said about me was heinous and fucking lies.
Of course, you know, that's definitely reflects back on, well, you, a hypothetical liar, in my opinion, and that's my opinion. Now, let's continue. Yes, I love Kool-Aid Jammers.
I never said anything of the sort that shitty about you. And I saw your little video today with where you took out a clip my sarcastic remarks about you and kids. Now, you understand you're not going to get away with that either, Will, because that's time stamped. Okay.
What do you mean? It doesn't matter. So Uncle Will took out parts of the video that you talked about kids and put it in his video? See, there's videos that's missing that you're talking about. Timestamps. What timestamps? The timestamps on the video? Well, my timestamp right now is 9 minutes. I'm going to keep track of that timestamp, Psychobabble. Let's continue. You make no sense.
And what that was a lady came on my podcast repeating your bullshit. Her first question
Oh God, not this lady again. Let's continue.
to me was, how long was I still a
That's all, folks.
registered sex offender? So I very sarcastically said to her, well, I'd watch out for that Uncle Will guy, because just showing you what it's like to have somebody say that. So don't act like I said it first. You're not going to get away with that. I didn't do that.
Who gives a shit? Do you see how soft you are? You're an old head that's soft as hell. And look, just because you put lotion all over your head and stuff, it doesn't make you soft. Now, that's not what I'm talking about. That makes you, well, not be flaky, I guess. Did you just guess? Never mind, you don't get it. Let's continue.
I did that in a sarcastic response to what you did, buddy. You're the one that decided to hit below the belt with the child sex shit, like you guys always do. You guys did it to Johnny Gobble. You did it to Lacquer Thinner Larry. You did it to the artist guy whose frame got broken. You did it to Johnny Cashville, and you did it to the guitar guy. That's your go-to thing, because you guys are all fucking sick-minded perverts. So let's just keep it real.
Okay, let's just keep it real. Look, just because I have reaction videos of you does not make me a fan of you. Just because, well, people comments in your comment section rudely doesn't make it Creek Squad. And we're not Crack Squad, by the way. Anyways, guys, I'm about to show you another video real quick to show you, well, why this guy acts, well, like he does. Anyways, let's go to his channel real quick. And hey, just because I'm showing your channel does not mean I'm a fan. Plain and simple. Anyways, guys, let's continue. All right, let's go down here. Let's look at this one.
And
yes, I got it time-stamped. Anyways, guys, pay attention to this guy's eyes. Pay attention to how he talks. I actually got worried. We was doing a live the other night. Fetters, and some other, and Patriot and I was on a panel together doing a panel for Creek Squad and stuff. And I actually seen this guy on my phone. I got worried this guy was about to fall over. Anyways, guys, enough talking. Let's get right into it.
Poor Jake the other night. He was really having a hard time.
Anyways,
how would you like to maximize your company's return on ad
whatever it's
spend?
called? I know I
Be
do.
like John. He's
Let's
a digital
continue.
marketer at a large furniture retailer.
With his feelings. His feelings got all bruised up.
Psychobabble, are you okay, my friend? You don't look very good. Anyways, yep, under the influence. Let's continue.
So the facts are, if they don't help your conspiracy theory, they don't. Yeah, I agree, man.
What? That's all, folks.
And same assembly required, man. He's been busier than a one-armed guy in a butt-kicking contest out here, whacking with these comments. I did tell you, maybe some of the people didn't hear this. I knew a guy named Mike Rojo, okay? And the dude wrecked his Harley, and it messed up his leg. They had to take his leg off from the thigh down, his left leg. And he had a fake leg, a prosthesis. And this dude was known to be a scrapper, like a bar fighter. Like he's like a biker type dude. And him and his brother.
Psychobabble, open your eyes, my friend. Let's continue.
Both would go out and get in fights all the time in all the bars. And they were known to be pretty rough young men.
And he's going to say that I was looking down at my computer, guys. Look, I'm done talking about this. Until next time, guys, like yourself, love yourself, be nice and butt yourself. Like, subscribe to the channel. It's highly appreciated. Salute to Creek Squad, Rebel Nation. I love you. YouTube family, I love you guys too. And actually, I got my merch store. Rebel Nation stuff is actually in my comments. In my community post, I put the link on there as well. I'm going to add the links to every video as well. Anyways, guys, I love you guys. I'm getting out of here. Deuces. And I love jammers, by the way, and yahoos. And I'm done. See you guys later. Love you guys. Deuces.